Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Bib Boys podcast. Today is going to be our first official episode. Technically, our second one, but today is going to be the first official one. So welcome back.
Beautiful.
Yeah!
That's how you should.
Beautiful.
Hell
All
yeah.
those years of cut
That's how you
coming,
should.
bro. All
That's how
those
you-
years of cut coming. It happened.
Let's go, boys.
That's how you
Cheesecake.
do an intro. That's how you do an
folks,
intro.
Bib
Oh,
Boys.
God, yeah, you clean take that shit. None of us would have been able to do that. Good shit.
Okay, so today we are joined by Speedy, Secrecy, Tory, Michael, and Xingo.
What was I live?
What a
Suck
do,
my
baby?
dick.
Dude.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh
we have
my
quite a few
God.
topics to go over today. A lot of drama-based stuff. So if you're about that and you like to come to these podcasts for us to go over drama, there's been plenty of that since the last time we've recorded. Our last podcast episode was
March
let's not
30th.
discuss how long overdue this was. Tory, shut up. But hey, we're back.
New episodes every Friday, guys.
New episodes every
Every
Friday.
Friday. I remember telling that to Tory. I was like, dude, we should take that out of the fucking banner. And he's like, no, it's okay. No one will remember.
It's fine. It's fine. Nobody
Oh
will
my
ever see
God.
it.
Yeah, and see, me and RockAmooSE had a conversation about this literally like 2-3 nights ago. We were like, man, have you ever had anyone come into your stream and ask you about the podcast? And we're like, yeah, every day. We get at least one person being like, what's the next podcast episode getting rolled out? We're just like working on it every time. Every single time, we're just working on it.
We are bad people. We are bad people.
Awful
God,
human
awful human
beings.
beings.
All right, we can move on to the topics. So today, for the first topic, we're talking about how we all met and people that are trying to get into the Bib Boys. That's like a subtopic. So I think
Yeah.
I think Michael and Secrecy can kind of start that off because I know that they've known each other for the longest time.
Why? What was that? What's wrong
Yeah.
with you?
Seeing that this is our first like official episode, we feel like we should probably go over that one just for those that do have confusion. Reason why me and Secrecy are just kind of taking this one is because, well, we're the two people that have been in the group for the longest amount of time. Me and Secrecy have known each other for like how long now, bro?
Like 2 years, but like coming on 3. Like this.
Yeah,
fall.
I don't know how I made it, to be honest. Like I don't know how that lasted, but it's
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
You're so funny. You're a little bitch too. So it's
Oh, that's so
Ironic.
ironic. Oh, that's so ironic.
Tory, nobody told your black ass to talk. Be quiet.
No.
Oh my God! Stop! I just realized I'm the only white guy here.
How did we managed to get here?
I don't
I
know.
just realized,
God.
bro, Tory's the most recent bib boy in this group. How you feel, bro? You a bitch. You ain't even been here for what? We all coming up on like what year, multiple years. You been here for what, 4 months?
I'll still punk every single one of y'all. So what's up?
That's
I
like
don't care.
saying.
I don't care at all.
Oh, word. Yeah, bitch. This entire episode is just gonna be one big censor bleep.
Oh God, dude!
You can't use
Why?
any of this.
Michael and Secrecy have known each other for a long time. Tory is one of the most recent members of the Bib Boys. Xingo and Speedy, how long ago has it been since you guys have been here? How did you guys get involved with this group of people?
I'm gonna be real with you. I just joined the Discord and I was like, "Hey, what's
Oh
up?"
God.
Same.
Wait,
Same.
hold on. I'm trying to remember. It was during. I think it was during Hype Community
Yeah.
Night. I'm pretty sure.
No.
Are you
No.
sh-
I remember
like,
it. The way that
It was
Speedy
before.
I
involved
forgot.
was-
No, with me
the
and
way
you.
that Speedy got involved.
It's just a
it's-
cluster of noise.
Yeah, sorry. Altogether, the way that Speedy got involved was like we were it was a Hype Unit community night. They used to host that, which was basically a big thing for all the grinders, members, whatever. They would all hang out in that Discord, and I think that like it just got to be really late at night, and obviously we're fucking up at demon hours every night. So whenever like we were just chilling, Speedy was there. We're just like, hey, yo, come back to our court, and then I think that's how he started hanging out with us. Xingo,
I
I don't
joined
know.
the Discord.
Yeah, you just
Uh,
joined up and just started
Yeah,
hanging out.
'cause, during Hype RC, I just found your Discord link and I was like, "Hey, bet."
Yeah,
Because
I
I
got
remember
he
like,
started hanging out with us.
it was at a really weird time because Xingo was in fucking Helios GG and he didn't have a face cam. And
Bro, I didn't have a
Homie-
face cam. I just got the PC. I was
Homie was just like he was just Carl with a K at that point.
I was just there.
Oh, Xingo, I remember how me and you met. It was during
fucking Jules video.
from Jules's fucking skit video. I remember that shit.
Oh,
You know what's funny?
fucking
You know what's
God.
funny? I found out about all of y'all whenever y'all did the collab with Jules. Well, I knew about like RockAmooSE and Xingo, but I didn't know like everybody else. And then I
Yeah,
saw
she just
y'all
used
in
me
that
for
video.
clickbait.
I mean,
She's a fucking.
dude,
We're not there
homie.
yet.
We
We're
are
not.
not there yet.
Oh,
Fuck
my
sake.
bad.
Well, I met Michael for the first time whenever I was I think I was streaming Black Ops 4 and I was playing with Brink, and
Mhm.
Brink invited me to the Discord for a little bit, but then I was removed from the Discord because I never came back. And then I don't remember exactly how I came back into the Discord, but my first day back on the Discord, a tornado hit my fucking house, and then that's been ever since then. I've been
Yeah, no. At this point, it's always funny to us. Like me and Secrecy were just talking about it. Like we already had the whole concept of Bib Boys like established, and we had just brought in like Xingo and Speedy and Zeko that night. Also, Zeko came in the mix of that. We basically found him whenever we were all going for the hype RC, and then we started supporting his content. And then I think one night when he was streaming, he got into the Discord, maybe through RockAmooSE. I don't really know. That's how we met Zeko, by the way. He's not here today, but I just thought I'd glance over that real quick. But with RockAmooSE, like we already had the concept established of Bib Boys and everything. Like we just made Xingo, Speedy, Bib Boys, and everything like that. Zeko, and we were all just chilling in Cord. And then he comes back late at night, being the dramatic person that he is, and he's trying to preach to us about a concept that was already made. He was like, "I really like y'all. You know, we could do this. We can make content together. Like I've had this idea. Like I've had this idea. We could like." Be a group together, you know. We could put stuff out. Like we're entertaining for people. Like, dude, we're ahead of you. Like,
RockAmooSE.
Yo,
I'm so fucking gay. Like, what am I?
Let me give you exactly
name
what
wrong.
RockAmooSE gave, bro. So we spent that whole night in Discord, bro. We all nighted. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym. He comes back from the gym. He gets us. He's like, everyone needs to be in this call right now. Like, I need all of you. And then he preaches to us about Red. And he's like, ever since Red, I've been looking for a group of people that I can, just collaborate with, and just be creative and like, we can make this a brand. Okay, we can move in together. We can make this something big. And it's like, nigga, we've been here for like
we know
how long?
like typical RockAmooSE, it doesn't matter what the conversation's about. It doesn't matter what the rant is about. He has to bring up Red
every single
boys.
time, bro.
Dude, Nordic and GG. Hell yeah.
Dude,
y'all.
like I don't get it. Like, how do you just like how do you rant on about Red for hours?
God,
It's
don't
a
get it. I
talent.
don't.
I honestly,
I
I
don't get
can't.
it.
I don't even understand it myself. To be completely honest with you, it just comes out.
I
Holy
remember at one
fuck.
point we were all in here and RockAmooSE was trying to read something on Twitter and he misread like a bunch of different words like 8 billion times. And then like this, because homie's supposed to be wearing glasses. And then Michael's like, where's your glasses? And he's like, they're at the Red House. And it's like,
It's like,
dude, like,
I literally met God yesterday on Omega and he confirmed that he still had my glasses. That's a problem. 2 years in the making. I still don't have my glasses back.
You fucking blind,
But,
man.
I'm just blind.
You're just blind, dude.
Oh,
Since
fuck.
we didn't really get to you, Tory, do you want to like just quickly go over like how you like
Honestly,
can
bro,
hang out with us?
I think I was in. It was either Xingo's stream or why? Why are you like? Why are you like this? Yeah, but yeah, it was fucking hell. After I had seen that video, like with everybody and like RockAmooSE, shut the fuck up. But after I saw the video of all of y'all and like it didn't make me want to die. Like it was actually like genuinely funny. I found Xingo on Twitter and I like DM'd him something. Like I think our first DMs are us just being gay, but
Yeah.
I went into Xingo's stream and was talking to him for a bit while he was playing fucking Fortnite or something like that. And he had sent me the link to the Cord and I just like kept joining Cord after a while. And after like 2-3 weeks or something like that, Secrecy asked me if I like wanted to like join the group officially. So that's kind of how it happened.
I
And
think
then we
our
were talking.
first DMs is like two black men kissing.
I love how much you gotta hold off on that. 2 black men.
Too black.
I literally
Just
I scrolled up once in my DMs with Xingo, and the baby's dick is in my direct message.
That was one of the first times. That was one of the first times I was like in a call with like everybody at the same time. We were just talking about the baby penis for like hours.
I remember that, dude.
Just
That
like-
was.
Oh no, that was the
Side
first
note-
video that we made too.
Wait, no, wasn't the first time you joined Cord we were talking about the fucking chicken sandwiches and how somebody got
Yes,
stabbed?
yeah. Talking about how someone got shanked up over 541
We
and
literally, dude, we literally started adding each fucking ingredient, and we were just
Yeah.
like, somebody died over fucking
he died over $5.41 of Popeye's chicken sandwich.
fucking.
Yeah.
Just like as a side note, while we record this podcast, I'm watching two dudes kiss.
I hate you.
Can we kick him? Is it too late?
But
Just pretend he wasn't here. Why do you still have that deodorant stick in your hand? Before the podcast, the Secrecy ate a stick of deodorant.
What?
Why you letting on my personal business,
We
you fuck
literally just-
asshole?
We literally can't make this up. Like, he fucking bit into a deodorant stick, dude.
Oh, by the way, Tory,
Yeah.
our first DMs is me saying that you're cute, and then you said saying ironic.
Oh yes. Yeah, it was us being gay. So basically,
from that's basically just how we all came to meet. And as you can see, we just all are friends, really good friends. We all have good chemistry. We all interact with each other pretty well. So when people ask us how do I get in or how do I grind, I've literally had people ask how do you grind for Bib Boys unironically. Like,
oh yeah.
why for us we're just like, are you for real? Like, it's a friend group, man.
I
Like,
knew it was official. I knew it was official, and I knew I was a part of the group when I finally got my first "How do I join Bib Boys" DM. I felt really accomplished and really good about myself.
Eating the fucking deodorant.
You're still eating it? You're still
No.
eating it.
I was making bite motions, but I was
He's
like,
acting like
I don't
that's
get
gonna
it.
be in the fucking
Like,
podcast.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's,
get
it's
it,
an
bro.
audio
Like,
podcast.
I know, I'm not fucking stupid.
Like,
Shut
I
up,
don't get it, bro. How do you grind for a friend group? How is that a
I don't
thing?
get it. I
You
don't
going
get
to
it.
grind for a fucking water boy? Like, what?
The best way, like, realistically, if anyone was going to be added into Bib Boys, like that would just be something that we do and we discuss like on our own. Like that's literally
Yeah.
that we would do. And it's nothing like against you guys. I mean, there's people that are in these calls every single day, and they're literally called the Bib Boys Rejects, and they're really good friends with us. They're just not in the Bib Boys. They just hang around.
Yeah,
us all
like
the
you
time.
can still be our friend without being like a quote unquote bib boy.
It could be
Exactly.
cool.
But
You
we
just
don't
ain't
like
gonna get
dragging
a
most of you
bag all
because
the
most of
time.
you are fucking idiots. Like,
Yeah. And you have to
Yeah,
have the same, in my opinion. I feel like you have to have a really good sense of humor
Mm-hmm.
because we
Yeah.
are fucking dumb.
we
We are
say-
actually dumb.
the amount of things that we say in this call, bro. Like if it got
Career
marked out, career ending.
Holy shit.
It would be career ending, bro.
I just remember
Understand.
Tory's like Discord video. He put jail.
Oh yeah, like I had to censor bleep it and put jail over your head. It was so bad.
Plus, if you're a girl, you can't join the Bib Boys because it defeats the whole purpose of Bib.
we had a
Boys.
girl one time, and that bitch was
Oh
never
my
mind.
god. Oh my god.
No, no.
So
not
everyone's gonna call me Satan,
not
bro.
this
You
episode, maybe the 5th episode, maybe.
Jesus Christ.
yeah. If that situation ever came to light, everyone would just call me Satan because they wouldn't have context to anything. They'd just be like, "Yo, Mike's a fucking bitch!" Like, how could you? Why are you bullying a little girl? I've had so many people, bro. I've had multiple people like confront me about that, and I'm like, "You for real?" I had someone like block, or unfollow me, and then subtweet me, and then I was like, "Hey, this is what actually happened." He's like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry." I'm like, dude, I hate Twitter.
Just like
Twitter.
So now, moving
Moving
on.
on.
To the next topic we have today is S7 members leaving. We're getting into the drama side, ladies and gentlemen, of the Discord call. So,
Secrecy's so happy.
we can let
so
Secrecy-
ready for this.
Honestly, we can let Secrecy carry us
Secrecy
right
in
now.
the in
bro,
the least ignorant way possible. Please explain what happened.
Okay, I'm gonna be on my ignorant shit for a second here,
No.
bro. Raid, you a dumb
No,
bitch.
no.
No,
I'm cutting it out. Whatever you say, I'm cutting it out. So just
God
get it out
damn
now.
Just Secrecy, this is your light. You were actually in the team, so we're gonna let you explain everything and give you a nice little minute to rant that everyone seems to enjoy. So go ahead.
Okay,
Floor's all yours.
so long story short, Bayo, one of the content leads for Stable 7, left the team, and as soon as he left chat, this nigga Rage starts talking shit on him. And that's not cool, bro, because Bayo is literally one of the reasons that the S7 content side, or at the time, was so highly respected, because he picked up most of those directors. And this nigga starts talking shit on him as soon as he left the chat. So I'm just like, bro, I don't fuck with that. Like no. So I just dipped out. And then Sidey DM'd me, asked if I was leaving, and I was like, yes, sir, I'm not fucking with that. And then like a few minutes later, Sidey left, and then Miles was out, and then everyone just started leaving within like the days after that. And I don't know, Rage was just being a big ass pussy about it on Twitter because he's a fuck ass, but yeah. Because for some reason he's a grown adult and he lives with his friends or whatever, but he still feels the need to beef with 16-year-olds on Twitter because he doesn't have anything better to do, because he doesn't have a job and he streams all the time. He's a fucking loser.
I feel like a lot of team owners tend to have that issue for some reason. I feel like when you get to own like an organization that does fairly well, that just happens. It comes with it, maybe. I don't know.
That's true. I don't know.
Seems to happen sometimes.
Majority of the time, they just forget that they're just picking up like 16-year-old kids. And they just start yelling at them like a fucking father. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, bro, like with teams like this, in my opinion, like it shouldn't be that serious. It should not be that serious with teams like this. Like most of these kids are actual fucking kids, like 16-year-olds and under probably. So it's like to give like them responsibilities and instructions like that, like to be strict as fuck, that's just not cool.
Oh yeah, no, homie beefs with Kaiser. Kaiser's in fucking 8th grade. He's 14 years old.
Yeah, no,
It's
see,
like,
that's the
bro,
thing, like
no way you're spending your time doing that. You are a fucking loser, dude. Like,
yeah, no, I've never personally talked to Rage myself, but like just like all the shit that happened with like him and S7, just like he just seems like a really like just off dude for like arguing like that.
For me, I know Rage, and like I honestly like Rage, but like I feel like the way he goes about a lot of stuff can be like if you don't know him, then it's like it's just really bad. But he's like one of those people that just like doesn't take shit, and like he can't differentiate a 14-year-old talking shit and like a grown ass person talking shit, and he just like talks to everybody like they're grown as shit instead of like knowing that he's arguing with teenagers. So it comes off looking worse than it actually is, because a lot of the stuff, like, he was wrong overall, and I feel like he knows he was wrong overall, but he just went about it in the wrong way, and like the way that it was, like it was really public and like just really petty to what he did, because like everybody loves Bayo, and Bayo has like an army behind him, so if he like if anyone like shit talks Bayo, they're just gonna get it, but like the way he handled it after was wrong, and I talked to him personally about it, and he gets it, but I don't know, like I like Rage, but like that was just like fucked up. What
Yeah.
From what I've seen, just from the outside looking in, it just kind of seems like he like he's an okay dude, but like, you know, personality wise, like if you're friends with him, but it just seems like his way of handling drama is just not it.
Yeah, no, yeah, like the way he handles drama a lot of the time is like really really bad, but like that doesn't take away from the fact that he's like a good, like he's a cool dude, you know, like if you're in a call with him, like he's not like a hateable person, you know. It's just like the way he like deals with shit is just wrong a lot of the time.
Coming out of the situation, I kind of just realized, like, bro, I'm 16 and like I'm arguing with a grown ass man. It's like I'm actually like doing things, and it's like I'm not a fucking loser like you, and I just don't want to spend my time arguing with someone who can't even see their fucking toes. So Jesus, whatever.
Jesus
My
Christ.
God, damn it.
Like, and even in that situation, like I kind of have to play like devil's advocate, because like if that were me in that position, like say in the event that I do mess up and like say whatever about someone as they're leaving, and then I have like a whole bunch of people jumping on me, like I'm not the person to just sit and stay quiet about something, so I can't really expect that of him. You know what I mean? Like he responded in like the only way he could, and it's not like people were just like leaving him be and he was like targeting people specifically, but like outside of like Bayo, of course, but he wasn't like targeting people. He was just like trying to defend himself, but like there's only so much you can do without coming off as an asshole.
Yeah, in my opinion, he fucked up, and like I understand that, like, and it was probably well deserved of like everything that happened. I just think it went on for too long. Personally,
Oh, way
like,
too long. Way too
I
long.
that shit on my timeline for like multiple weeks, maybe. I don't even know. It was just too long. It was too much, in my opinion.
Like, and it was weird because like it's not like I was in the middle. Like I was on Bayo's side. Like I was defending Bayo and everything. Like even with Secrecy, like even if he was saying something stupid, that's my boy. And I'm gonna like defend him and shit. But like I know how like Secrecy can get, and I know how Rage can get. So it's just like, oh fuck, you know. I don't know. It was just a weird situation.
Yeah. And then like after the whole thing like ended too, like they picked Cade back up because Cade was like going for S7 again, like after he got dropped.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cade tried to like subtweet us and was like talking shit about us, and it's like, bro, they picked you back up as a pity pickup because they didn't have any on the content roster. So it's like you can't talk shit.
Well, getting off that kind of just transitions us into the next thing we wanted to talk about, and that's everything with Cade and Reacts and that whole Passion House group that got a little bit upset about the fact that we talked about them last podcast, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they're not a thing anymore, so they can't really, you know.
Yeah, uncensored, unfiltered. We just want to put our input on it, basically.
Yeah, basically.
So,
well, I would say that Reacts, you're fucking dumb.
First of all,
let's just be fucking real, dude. Like, you went from this whole like, yeah, Cade was making jokes. Okay, I understand that can get under your skin a little bit. But holy shit, why'd you take it to racist shit? Like, how do you go from
like,
that
instantly.
to saying stuff that's like super fucking racist? Homie, you're not gonna win that argument if that gets exposed. Like if you go to racist shit, you're fucked.
Yeah,
if someone can, before we get too deep into the like, someone just explain it real quick, just for anyone that doesn't know.
Basically, Cade, like their whole Passion House group was in a group chat, and just from watching Roku's videos, I guess Cade, like in that group chat, Cade jokes a lot. Like other people will upload, and Cade will like react with a fucking thumbs down, be like, "No, I'm not watching that. You're shit." And it's like Cade jokes around like that a lot, and like they all know that apparently. Just like that's what I got from what Roku said in the video.
Yeah.
And so that's what Cade did to Reacts when he said his upload, and then Reacts and Cade just started going back and forth because Reacts just like went off on him, and it's like like from what Roku said, if Cade does that all the time. And like that's never like this situation has never happened before. I don't get how like where that came from. It's like I get if you had like a bad day or something and that like sent you over, but it's like tell the homie like, all right, like not right now, like I'm just not in the mood or some shit like that. It's like don't go to racist shit if you're just gonna like, it's really just not worth it. Like for what?
That's pretty much saying like to someone that's trying to get away from where they are, like if they have a bad home life or it's just, you know what I'm trying to say? They're trying to get away from that and to go somewhere else. It's kind of like saying that they will never be anything else but exactly where they're supposed to be when they don't want to be there. It's just bullshit what he said, honestly.
Yeah, it's awful. The entire concept of their friend group, like their entirety of their friend group has had multiple like friend group breaking arguments in the last like 2 to 3 months, like multiple, not just one, like over and over again. We've never had anything like that bad. I've never seen Casual do that. I've never seen anyone do that. That if you guys are beefing like that and it's that bad every time, you guys
not one, you're not friends.
Yeah.
It's go ahead.
No, like I get it. Like friends like have arguments, don't get me wrong, it's like a family. But like if you guys are like not on speaking terms for like days at a time, you guys break up your friend group every now and then. One, you guys are not friends. Two, as everyone else said, you guys just shouldn't fucking be friends, if I'm being real. It's like, what?
Like, y'all for real trying to move in together, like, with all that happening? Like, that's not gonna work. No, not at all. Like, that whole concept to me is just so, like, I don't like, I just didn't really speak on it the last time, but, like, dude, like, are you serious? Like, a big thing with Bib Boys, and the thing that, like, pushes us, and, like, the thing that, like, I value the most about the group is the chemistry that everyone has, because everyone's genuine friends. Everyone's really good friends. That's just the opposite, like, case almost, because, like, you guys are constantly getting into it, just splitting up the group every time, and it's like, how do you let that happen?
If you guys plan to have a house, like, you guys have a fucking argument, what are you gonna do? Move the fuck out? Like,
yeah, Zeko, go ahead. What you said?
Nah, I fucking hate Speedy. But I'm gonna move in with them though.
Oh my god.
Basically.
I feel like we're all mature enough to have conversations if we're not like okay with something. Because I know there were times where I came in and I may have said something to Speedy, and Speedy thought I was mad at him, or he thought we had beef together, and he would drag me in a separate call, and he actually did ask me if I was okay. Like we would check up on each other and we talk about shit because we're not fucking stupid. Like we try to make sure everything's okay.
We're just not children. Like we're young. Like trust me. Like I'm 16. Zingo's 17, almost 18. Any female?
No, abort.
Go back!
Yo, it's got this man killed.
On the topic of pedophiles,
yo, actually, that's a beautiful segue.
that is a beautiful way to transition. Holy shit. Twitter has been a fucking mess. Oh
Asian
my
girls
god.
are so hot.
Like I don't understand why why is it so hard for homies that are of age to not dick down minors? Like what's going on with that? Like if you're 18, like how I see it, oh like yo, I'm not gonna get into that. Like, honestly,
Bro,
if you're 18 years old, you can't. Like seriously, for real.
Listen, bro, I know you're 23 or whatever. As much as you think she wanted it, she didn't. Trust, she's in high school. Leave her alone.
It was so like this is
so illegal.
It's just been spiraling out of control. Like ever since like I know it's always been a problem in the community, but like ever since Edith got exposed, it's just gone like out of like it's just like something new every week.
It's just
every single week, bro.
And I feel like Edith got off a little. You know, here's the thing with that. I feel like, and I'm not trying to get genders involved here, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Edith is a female, and if a female is, you know, kind of brought up to this kind of thing like pedophilia or whatever, and it's with a guy, a lot of people aren't going to give too much of a shit. She's just going to get some hate for a little bit. But since she's a female, like let's literally think of this, is the guy really in distress? Like let's be honest.
I can guarantee you she could come back to the community like today and she'd have almost all the support she had whenever she was in.
No, because when she tried to come back, she got shut down real quick. Like she privated her shit within minutes. Like that, it was.
Well, no, that's because no. Well, I don't know. It's definitely a double standard.
I mean,
she didn't get it. She didn't get it near as hard as like a lot of people did. The only reason she did was because like I was personally like hammering the like
and
if I didn't because there were still people defending her, like and
for sure, like her friend group and everything.
Yeah,
like,
her friend group was defending her.
Like, listen to this beautiful tweet from O2 Hales.
Oh,
also,
God,
by the way,
God.
I recently turned 21, not 22 or 23, which some people are saying. And Logan will be 17 in 3 weeks. Homie, why are you fucking a 16-year-old kid?
and you know what the crazy part is? You know what the crazy part is? She's not an ugly girl, bro. Like
No,
she could
she's
literally have somebody her age like that, and she just wants to have sex with a kid, bro.
You know what the crazy part is?
It's like, yeah, he doesn't have lettered in his math yet. Like,
So,
what's wrong with you, bro?
People are telling me when I was talking about the whole like Hale situation, people were telling me that it was legal for where like they live.
Sure.
Even if it's legal or not, you should not be 21 dating a 16-year-old. Either if that's legal, fine, whatever. But it's still fucking disgusting. I don't care.
Like,
it's not morally correct.
It's not morally correct.
Just because it's legal doesn't make it right.
Like personally, I feel like if it's like 18 and 23, fine. But if it's a 21-year-old with a 16-year-old, that's kind of iffy.
It's
homeboy's still a junior in high school, my dude.
Yep.
Like you're just setting yourself up for failure. She's trying to go out, drink, club with the girls, bro. This homie's got like, English class tomorrow, bro. Like,
exactly.
This homie got to do chores around the house to go.
Make his Kraft mac and cheese.
It would be way worse too if the gender roles were switched.
Oh,
it would be
switched, dude.
She would have been chased out.
I'm not gonna make assumptions about the relationship, but homie's a pro Fortnite player for Envy. I don't know if she's looking for some clout or what. But like,
2000%.
And you know what's crazy? She hasn't been kicked from O2. Like,
well, I mean,
she's not breaking any rules. Technically, she's not breaking any laws. But still, it's so fucking disgusting.
It's just morally incorrect, in my opinion.
But I'd expect that from them because a lot of the people I know to be from Oxygen are not intelligent.
Okay, we're okay. Come back.
No, honestly, I understand why the Oxygen Leagues wouldn't drop her because that's more of like a personal life kind of thing. I don't think that that's really like that applies to the team stuff. Like
it didn't affect the brand personally, or like
it
it didn't
affect the brand. So it shouldn't.
Because I think I remember seeing somebody cheated on their girlfriend or cheated on their boyfriend, and they got dropped from their team for it. And I'm like,
yeah, I think it was Valk or something. I think it was Valk.
That's not right. I don't think. I feel like that's more of a personal matter. The team should not be.
Yeah, no, that's a personal matter. Like I don't know why they had to go.
That's dumb, but people aren't getting dropped over basic pedophilia.
Who else was
in almost every other jurisdiction except for Michigan somehow?
Who else was exposed? It was
we talked about Edith. We talked about Edith. We talked about Hales, and those two girls that we talked about does not even compare to the closed society pedophilia bullshit.
That was horrible. That was horrible.
But,
god awful.
No,
it's fucked.
Getting into the fucking clothes shit. Jesus.
What were all their names again?
Vixa, Ox.
Yeah.
Ox was in clothes?
Yeah.
This is very sad to me too because Vixa's somebody that I was cool with last year. I haven't talked to him much like at all within the last year, but he's someone that like supported me heavy like when I was going for hype and stuff, and like I knew him for a little while. Like I was grinding for the team with him and stuff.
It's just too bad he likes children.
And it's like seeing these two people, bro. For me, I'm like, are you for real right now, man? Like, are you kidding?
Vixa was definitely the weirdest to me. Not weirdest person, but like it like hit me like harder than everyone else because like I knew about him before he got exposed. Like I knew everything about him before he got exposed. And fucking he was acting on the timeline like when everybody would talk about like Hales or Edith. When he would exactly when he would talk about fucking like, oh yeah, no, pedophiles are weird and shit. When you're a pedophile, like, why would you like?
That was so crazy to me.
Why do it on Twitter though?
But hiding in plain sight, bro.
Like, they know if they do this on Twitter, like they can't delete messages, they can't do shit. Like why?
Like what? I don't understand why people do that. Like anyway, like I don't get why people like do that over Twitter. I don't get why people send pictures over Twitter because you can't delete anything. Like you can get it screenshotted without you knowing it's screenshotted. Like there's just no like safeguards to anything.
Not in any way, shape, or form of us trying to tell how pedophiles should actually be on people. It's just like why?
It's more of a knock on how stupid they are to like think they can just like get away with it.
And you do have the audacity to block this girl after he did it, like
and even like a Fortnite pro was like, there was something I don't even know if that's real. Actually, we're not going to talk about that because I don't know if it's real or not. But
stay away.
I'm being honest with you though, this shit's just dumb. If you are of age. Like, I don't care, like, how old you are. Like, if you're still in high school, right? Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're 18, you're in high school, you're dating, like, a junior, right? Or you just – high school dating is different than being outside of high school, being an adult. You know what I'm saying? You don't date someone that's 14 or 15 when you're 18, let alone when you're 17. That's still fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? When you're dating at that age, I know there's people that think it's okay to date younger people because they're in high school still. Bitch, no.
It's still super weird and probably illegal. Depending on where you live.
It's like
nearly illegal.
Yeah. Especially at like most schools, like there are those like there's that one like little group of seniors that loves to prey on the freshman girls, and it's just like, bro. Like, are you that desperate, dog?
It's still a crime, dude. It's still a crime.
It's not a crime, not yet. Depending on where you are, obviously, like different things, different, like, ages of consent, but like that's still like
it's illegal in most places.
If you're 18 years old and that person is not at the age of consent, the parents have to give consent. And parents can give consent and then take it away and then press charges. They can actually do that. So like, and it happened to my dad's friend. My dad's friend was 18. I think she was 16. Mom had to give consent. And then they had sex. He became a pedophile. He was on the sex offender registry for so many years. And the girl that he had sex with, they got married. The person that he had sex with that got him on the sex offender registry, they got married and had a happy fucking life. He wasn't a pedophile. His mom just fucked him over. So it's just a whole fucking thing, honestly.
It's just not morally correct, and there's just a whole mess to it. It's just like, just don't do it. Like,
this
if you're
is not
over
worth the
18,
trouble.
man, just like for what? Like for what reason? And I know Secrecy clowns Ox a lot because what's the famous quote, Secrecy?
Oh yeah, so this man Ox is like what 20 or something like that, 1920. homie said, I'm in love with a 15-year-old girl from Nebraska. And it's like, homie poured his heart out to this girl. And it's like, bro, she's 15. She lives in a completely different state. You're 20 years old. Like, you don't know this girl, bro. And it's like,
And that's like,
that
that
you're-
made me sick. That made me
like
sick.
this homie's playing with fire, like heavy. Like, dude.
Homie jumped into a
Yeah.
volcano. He's not playing with fire. Like,
Let's be real. Let's be
you're
real.
going to jail.
Every homie out there, I don't care how big her tits are. I don't care about how big her ass is. If she is not legal, step away, fam. Like, there's no reason to do
It's not
it.
that hard.
Eh.
It's not
I'm
that
not-
hard, man.
Bro,
Oh my
chill.
God.
All right.
I hate you. I don't
Keep
care.
it-
It's dumb.
I'm gonna keep it $175 plus tax with some change, bro.
And delivery fee.
Bro,
And
like
more
it just doesn't make sense because like say you're 18, you know other 18-year-olds with fatter asses than a fucking 15-year-old. I'm gonna be real with you.
That's bro.
just-
Walk outside. Just turn, bro. Turn you right, and I swear you will find what you're
like-
looking for, fam.
Like on some real shit. Like, do you need my timeline, bro? Because
like
like
we could trade Twitters or something, bro. Like, dog, I don't get
And
why.
the whole Vixa thing is just stupid to me because like
Homie
'cause
thought he was safe. He was really trying to clown people. That like, bro, and people will lie through their teeth.
because
Yeah.
did he block her?
Yeah, he blocked her
Before or
social.
after-
So he,
no. Before or after he like
I tweeted
Tryna-
and then she got blocked. I think.
She's been blocked for a bit. After
Oh,
he
no,
got after the screenshots went to the S7 leads and they kicked him out the day he got in because of him being a pedophile. That's when she got blocked.
Yeah.
But
As
was
if the
that before?
screenshots didn't already exist.
Was that before or after he started trying to be some secret motherfucker on Twitter?
That
Or like
was
try to, or like after
That was after.
after he blocked her?
Oh no. Yeah, after he blocked her, that's when he was like, "Oh yeah, no, pedophiles are disgusting," shit like that.
Yeah, see, he just doesn't think screenshots fucking exist. Like, oh, if I block her, the messages go away. Like, no, bitch.
Not how that
Like-
works.
She still see him, bro.
Like-
She still see him.
Like, motherfuckers, like, they really use their dick as a brain. I don't understand.
And kind of like the final thing to end up this topic, and I wanted to say this because it really does need to be said out there because there are fucking ignorant ass people in this community that don't understand what's right and what's wrong. Fucking Roku, he's a really good fucking guy. And when he came out with this video, he was going out on a limb. He was taking a huge risk because he knew he was going to get hate for it no matter what, even if he was doing the right thing. Roku came out and exposed the people that were doing the wrong thing instead of just sitting there trying to defend it. If you're defending someone who's doing this shit, you're almost as bad as them because you're letting it
Yeah.
happen.
I think you're as bad as him.
Honestly,
really
No,
do.
you're definitely just as bad.
because you're
Because-
turning away. You're turning away from something illegal like that. This isn't
That's
like
like-
turning away a speeding ticket. This is turning away a felony offense. You can't
That's-
fucking do it.
That's
And
like,
Hale,
yeah.
who was a like Close, one of the owners of Close tried to say like nobody knew about the situation, like none of the leads knew or anything like that. In Hale, who was in S7 with me, like as a director, I told him why Vixa got kicked because he was leading Close, and like he also left the team recently because of like the pedophile shit going on. He like claimed to not know, like with everybody else, like not know that all that was going down behind the scenes. But we were actually in a call the week that everyone left S7. Like it was all of the directors, and we were on like a huge Discord call. And I remember, like, I definitely, I have like witnesses and everything. But I told homie like Vix is a pedophile, and he's like, "Well, I give people second chances and shit like that." And I'm like, "Bro,
You can't give
Dude,
someone
a pedophile."
you can't.
Can't give a
Wait,
pedophile a second chance.
what?
And then
It's like-
homie really just tried to go out on the timeline and say he didn't know that like this was going on. It's like, you did. I told you.
That's like shooting a homie's like mom and then say, oh, he deserves a second chance. He like
Yeah.
his finger must have slipped.
Wait,
Oh,
you're telling me he knew about Vixie being a pedophile and said that what?
And
Yeah.
yeah,
And
said-
then,
He's just as
He didn't
bad.
know
He's
as
just
long
as
as
bad as a fucking
yeah.
pedophile then.
and then Roku, someone who was like, I heard someone said someone was stalking him. Someone made a fucking Discord name just like Roku, and then went into like the North Discord, the Bib Boys Discord, my Discord, and spammed child pornography. Like,
Yeah.
homie, you can't do that. Like, and the person who did it, that's a crime right there in itself. you going into other people's Discord and you're in possession of child pornography and then blasting it, homie, you're committing a crime.
You just being in hold, like you just withholding like child pornography. That's just a crime.
That's
a crime by itself. That's a crime by itself.
Yeah,
Possession and distribution. I don't know how to say
distribution.
the word. Yeah, there it is. Like at the end of the day, Roku did the right thing.
Yeah.
Got a lot of shit.
They-
He did the right thing.
Didn't people like call him a narc and shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, people
I called him a narc.
I mean,
Okay.
but that was for prior offenses.
Facts. Okay.
Yeah, but for this, like for
This
his video
specifically, he
alone,
did good. He did good.
Yeah, and like the people that called him a narc besides Secrecy, y'all just some snipers. Like,
Speaking of snipers, though, now this is like the greatest way to go into, because you just brought up snipers. In Roku's video, there was a comment because Roku saw Roku was talking about someone. There was supposedly 2 members in North that I don't know how it happened, but they supposedly
saying
semi-defended the whole
Yeah.
situation. And then Roku made a comment saying that, those 2 people were being brain dead. Then Jules on YT makes a very awesome tweet. Well, not tweet, but a comment. And it says, North is brain dead. Thank you for spreading the awareness pretty much on this whole entire situation.
I don't understand. I don't understand what goes through a person's head whenever they like. This is a 30-minute, 40-minute video.
3-minute video.
Yeah, of something that was just serious about like disgusting individuals, and you cherry pick and find an opportunity to come after a team that didn't want you because you're dog shit at what you do.
It's
Yeah,
simply because she's mad. She's mad because she fucking sucks. She's a stupid. She's a dumb.
Okay. Okay.
Like, okay, so if I'm being honest right now, like, whenever she slandered fucking North the first time, I still try to be your friend, or not try to be your friend, but I still, you know what? No, I still try to be your friend. I didn't really get involved with that drama and shit. And then when this happened, when she was slandering fucking North, because there was no reason to slander North, if I'm being honest. She missed the point at all. She missed the point of the video.
The first time, like, I'm sure everybody knows, but for people that don't know the first time, so I actually like told her to go for North, because whenever I was first coming into the community about like 2 years ago, I was going for a team that she was in, and she helped me out and like told me to like get in touch with such and such. So I was just trying to do the same for her, and this was around the time she stopped going for hype. So I knew that she had like obviously had potential as a creator, was getting a PC soon, was gonna like change some of the ways she did things. So I wanted to help her out because that's what she did for me before. So I reached out to her. I was like, hey, and this is in December. I was like, hey, you should go for North. Great team, probably some of the best people you're ever gonna meet in the community. A whole lot of nice guys, whatever. And she ended up agreeing and started going for North around December, January, around that time. So it's like 3 months later, and the North QRC happened. The winners were picked. She wasn't one of the winners, and actually she stopped going for North during the QRC, which I thought was weird.
It was like at the very beginning.
Yeah, at the
By
very
the way,
beginning.
don't mean to interrupt, but check the Bib Boys Snapchat group chat. I just put a very interesting picture in there. It involves a situation. We don't have to.
Oh, I
talk
saw that already. She's a fucking thought.
But like, let's just.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that.
Just go on, Tory. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, she had stopped going for North around the North QRC, which was really weird because she, like, if she had actually made any attempt to improve, she probably could have got in, but she didn't win that. She like kind of gave up and quit, and then tweeted out something like, I'm gonna make a video as to why I stopped going for North. And me at the time, I'm thinking like, okay, she's probably just gonna announce her new grind, whatever. Click on the video, and it's literally just 8 minutes of her bashing on the team and making up excuses as to why she couldn't join. She was coming after like certain people in the team, like Minx, because he makes Omegle videos, and supposedly they're low effort, which is
now
funny.
she makes the same ones.
She makes the same Omegle videos, puts less effort into them, has dry personality, everything. She was coming after people for being in the team because they were friends with Helios and people, which just wasn't true at all. And like she was basically just like attacking people, and she just had a really like egotistical like look about it, and she was just acting like she was better than everybody, and the video just came out as arrogant and pretentious and all this other stuff. So that happens, Twitter sees it, and she gets bombarded. Like she gets like absolutely destroyed in the comments. The ratio on the video was like double negative. It was
80. It was like 80 dislikes at one point on her video.
And I was so mad. I was so mad that I had even like started to make a commentary style video on it, but because of our past and like I thought that, you know, she wasn't talking about me specifically, so I was like, maybe I can like show her some mercy, because like the video I was gonna make was probably like, it was gonna be like super disrespectful. Like,
I think you should come on with that video now. If I'm being real with you.
I mean, I probably could, but
no, I really think you should.
Yeah, like she was just like disrespecting everything, and I didn't come out with that video like just out of me being a good person. So fast forward, that happens. She takes down the video. Life goes on. So fast forward to a couple days ago, Roku releases his video. That comment drops, and then it's like this whole thing over again. Like this girl is, I don't know. Like,
no, this dumb bitch wants to have an ego, like for no reason.
It's ego, man. Like for real. And the shit that the kicker about it all is how she has friends in this team, and she still decided to do this. You know, I'm all fine with you having your fucking freedom of speech and able to give your own opinion. I'm gonna let you have your own opinion.
Yeah.
But don't expect me to like your opinion. And when I make a video that was not slandering you in any sort of way on Twitter, just giving my own opinion about what you fucking did, I don't ever want to hear one of your white knights come up to me and say that it was my fault that you were upset about this whole situation. And then on top of that, you have to be an asshole to me. For real. Like, let me just read you the fucking DM we have, homie. Because I saw what you said on Roku's video. I DM'd you saying hi, and it was the second time I've DM'd you ever since this situation happened. Literally the second time. I don't spam you with DMs. And you said, I don't like you. Stop DMing me. You're fake as fuck and go upload. Bitch.
You kidding, bro?
Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no. That like kind of like put in my head. I was like, okay, I don't want to be friends with her anymore. Like, I don't care about her.
Yeah, I dropped a tweet just basically saying like, are you fucking serious? Like, you took something that was meant to do some good and exposing some terrible people doing a disgusting thing to these basically kids, and then you just twist it up and make it an opportunity to come after a team that didn't want you.
Exactly.
Man, I'm gonna keep it a band here. I just wanna say something. I never fucked with her like that at all. Not when she was going for hype. Not at any point. Every time I got a weird vibe from her. It's like a fucking dog. You know how a dog can sense if a person has bad intent? I swear to God, that was me. Like, I never fucked with her like that at all, bro. Not even a little bit. And then everything came out. I saw her drop a video on, like, you know, whenever she, like, stopped going for North. And I was like, okay, why do you need to upload an 8-minute video? I didn't watch it yet because I had to go stream. I went to go stream, ended stream, watched it. I got so pissed off, bro. Like, you cannot bash on a team and its members and blatantly just slander members of the team you're trying to join and just expect to be okay. And everybody that white knighted her and simped her was just fucking brain dead, because you could try to talk to someone and reasonably be like, this was slander on that member. She was blatantly going after this person's content, and y'all are still going to defend it. She was attacking the entirety of a team, and y'all are mad that the team defended themselves. And they're like, it doesn't matter. Like, what?
Like, the North is toxic because they're defending themselves. Like,
yeah, like anytime North wanted to defend ourselves because that wasn't cool for her to put out and we don't want that image for us, everyone was just like, oh, North is toxic. Like, no, she's the one that started that. She is the toxic one. Like, I don't understand it, man. I can't mentally comprehend how you could white knight over a girl that's not even that fucking entertaining in the first place. It's
oh, yeah, and all by the way, to all the simps out there, she has a boyfriend. Just gonna let you know that.
She's not gonna fuck you, bro.
Oh yeah, no, she don't want to fuck you. She got a whole man.
Like,
don't
I
worry.
mean, at the end of the day, like in the video, she made a ton of poor points.
Terrible points.
She tried to say that she tries to make her editing fancy because she subtitles, uses a black and white filter, and uses pan and crops, which are very choppy, by the way. You need to improve on that.
Everybody does that. Everybody does
and-
that. It's
And
not
better,
fancy.
and does it
It's like,
better.
you can't diss on Minx because who got in?
Oh,
Who's,
and
blo-
I'm being-
who's
like, I'm
blowing
being
up
so-
because they're good at what they do?
you
I'm
dissed
being so
on
disappointed.
someone who blew up. Like, just think about that. You made that video, shit talked a certain person, barely even tried to hide the person's identity that you shit on. That same night, Mink literally called me, told me what he had coming up, and I said, "You're sitting on a gold mine." He blew up, and you look fucking dumb.
And I hate it. I hate when people like say like you're only growing because you're a girl or like something like that. But like in this specific case, like she's growing because she's not an ugly girl. She's growing because she uploads every single day or every other day or whatever she likes to say. And for her to like think that she's better than people just because she's taking advantage of like the natural stuff that goes on, like her quality isn't better than anyone in North, period. That's just simple. Not better than anyone in North. The only thing she has on people in North is maybe her upload schedule, and even then Prim,
It's a big maybe.
and at the point where she made that video, Spins had a better upload schedule and was
Yep.
pumping out better quality videos and was getting more views.
Yep.
So
Like, what's
And
an
he's playing
upload
Fortnite.
schedule? Like, what's an upload schedule if you're just unable to put out the quality that people enjoy? Like, sure, you're gonna have a lot of guys that are gonna be like, yeah, no, great video. And I'm not trying to say that it's just because you were a girl, because I think that there is a right way to go about it. I definitely do, but it's like you have to think about that factor, because the truth is that it's not completely equal the way that guys and girls on the platform get their views and everything, and that's not your fault. I'm not saying that's your fault.
exactly.
But when you grow an ego about it and bash other people's content and say that you are better than them, that's when it's an issue. That's when I'll bring that up. That's when I'll bring that unfair factor up, because that's just dumb. You can't bash on people and tell them that your content is better than them because they wouldn't pick you up to the team. Like, that's just so stupid. That's like elementary school kid, like, fucking thought process. Like, I don't understand that. Like, in my opinion, there are streamers in North that upload better quality videos than her. Sure, it's not as consistent,
2,000%.
but I think that there are streamers that put out better quality than she does.
Easily.
And we don't even put time into it like that. I've seen Xingo, Speedy, like, I've seen these guys, like, I'm not even just saying just them, because there are other people besides just them. I'm not, and it's not favoritism, just genuinely I've seen better quality from them than I have from
Can I just
her.
say something real quick?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I've never panned and cropped once.
He's not capping.
But do you do fancy stuff like black and white?
Yeah,
I've
bro.
never used a black and white filter in my life.
Wait.
That means your editing is bad though. If you don't use
Yeah,
black
no,
and white
not
and
good.
panel.
Yeah,
It's,
wait.
it's not fancy at all. You're not.
It's not
Yeah.
fancy at all. You're not putting any effort into your videos. There's no thought process that goes
Just
into
pisses me
it.
off,
There's
bro.
no creativity. It's just dead. It's like
I just hate how
Exactly.
hate how she slanders on people who are actually like genuinely grinding and like putting work into this shit, and she's just slandering them for what? Because she didn't get into the fucking team. Like, Jules, like, don't get me wrong, like if you hate what I'm saying, like go for it, like hate me, unfollow me, do whatever. But like, I'm speaking genuine facts right now. You should not hate an entire fucking team because one person, a lead, didn't let you in. I'm sorry, that's just my take on it. Like, you
Yeah.
shouldn't hate an entire fucking team. Shit on an entire side of a team, the content creation side, which you shouldn't shit on the entire team because one person didn't let you in. I'm sorry. Just keep North out your mouth, please.
Yeah, and like, you guys can say like, oh, it's hypocritical now because you guys are the ones that are going off on her. Yep, it's deserved now. I don't
No,
care.
it's
Like, you
deserved.
can bash us for it. The whole point of the podcast is that we say whatever we want, uncensored, unfiltered. That's the whole theme of it. It's like, she did all this to us. She slandered, whoever. She wants to keep bashing on the team that we represent. Okay, so like, we could do that too. I'm sorry. Like,
And the only reason I'm talking about her, like, she didn't come after me personally. She didn't come after me personally, but she said North, and North is like a family to me. So obviously I'm gonna fucking defend them if, like, Jules is fucking wrong, and she's in the fucking wrong.
and that's just normal. That's like, that just shows that the team itself that you were bashing on is good. People have loyalty to it, so we're gonna defend it. Like, that's the
Yeah.
whole family process. That's the reason why people want to join North, and that just shows like that's how a team's gonna work. So, our bad, I guess.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed the, I guess, second episode of the Bib Boys podcast. Technically the first one, you know, because of the title. But you know, let us know what you want to talk about or what you want us to talk about on the next one at the Bib Boys on Twitter. You know, we're probably gonna put up a tweet and then just, you know, reply if you know how Twitter works. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, if you don't leave a like in the next 10 seconds, I will smack the shit out of you. And yeah, give us plays on Spotify. We need that revenue. We're not making any money from this. Not a cent. Not one. Not a single fucking time.
Yeah, can you guys start fucking giving us money? Holy shit.
Okay, we're done. We're done.
Donate to my Patreon.